Do you have a gambling problem? To know more about PAGCOR Responsibility Program, including its player exclusion program, visit www.pagcor.ph/regulatory/responsible-gaming.php. A message of concern from Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation.
Alam mo ba, ang baybayin na isang sinaunang sulat ng mga Pilipino bago dumating ang mga Kastila?
Ang baybayin na isang sinaunang sistema ng pagsusulat na ginagamit ng mga sinaunang Pilipino bago pa man dumating ang mga Kastila noong ika-16 na siglo. Galing ang salitang baybayin sa salitang ugat na baybay na ang ibig sabihin ay spelling o basahin ng bawat titik ng isang salita. Ang baybay na hindi alpabeto, kundi isang kabukida kung saan bawat simbolo ay tumutukoy sa
Ang mga opinyong ipinapahayag sa programang ito ay hindi sumasalamin sa pananaw ng Media House Express at ng pamunuan nito.
Sa bawat pag-usad ng oras sa iba't ibang eksena ang nagaganap na kailangang maipabatid sa bawat mamamayan. Narito na ang Arya. Aarya sa mga pagbabalita, aarya sa pagbibigay impormasyon at aarya sa pambubuska sa mga tiwaling opisyal.
Ko!
Kaya narito na ang ating mga kaarya na sina Mamang Win at Tito Dave.
Hello mga karya, magandang hapon po sa lahat. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, hanggang sa iba't ibang bahagi ng ating mundo ay magandang araw po at magandang gabi sa ating lahat. At syempre pa, ikalawang araw ngayon ng impeachment trial kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Napakalagang bagay po ito para sa lahat ng ating mamamayan na masaksiyan natin kung anong nagiging kaganapan dyan sa impeachment trial dyan sa Senado. Kaya babalikan po natin yung mga eksena riyan para itong araw na to kasi may mga testigo na ihaharap o inihaharap ang prosecution panel. Siyempre, malagang bagay po yan. At etong pagkakataong ito, hatid po yan sa atin ng Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation o ang PAGCOR na isa sa pangunahing inaasahan ng kasalukuyang administrasyon para sa pagbibigay ng dagliang tulong sa lahat ng ating mga mamamayang dumaranas ng iba't ibang kalamidad sa ating bansa. Siyempre pa, balik po tayo ngayon sa eksena dyan sa Senado na ito po yung programang ito ay ilalaan natin hanggang sa matapos ang oras ng ating pagpoprogramang Arya sa hapong ito. Balik tayo direct sa Senado.
After ensuring that the contents are identical, I now generated a hash value calculation on the video to ensure that the video won't be tampered until presented in court, sir.
Mr. Witness, ano ba yung pruweba mo kung meron man that you authenticated the subject video?
I have executed an affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated January 30, 2025, sir.
Okay now, kung yung affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated January 30, 2025, ipapakita sa iyo, will you be able to identify the same?
Yes, sir.
Now, in the process or the prosecution is in the process of confronting the witness with a document that is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-9 and series, constituting of 29 pages, including the attachments. Your Honor, please, the defense is invited to peruse the documents. Okay.
Your Honor, we object to the introduction of this affidavit of authentication. This is not an original copy of his affidavit. This is not electronic evidence. And if you look at the affidavit, even the appendages, which supposedly consist of USBs and CD, there's no USB, there's no CD, and even the signatures are not wet signatures, Your Honor.
What
If
is
I may,
counsel for the
Your Honor,
prosecution
please,
say?
we will not comment to that, subject to the proper response to that when the time comes in the formal offer of exhibit, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor,
The objection of the counsel for respondent is noted as to the admissibility of the offered document. However, as correctly pointed out by counsel for the prosecution, the proper time to object to the same and for the court to rule on it would be during formal offer, once the prosecution has already rested its case. So ordered.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, please. Mr. Witness, what relation, if any, does that document have with the affidavit that you mentioned? Saan yun? Saan yung video?
Your Honor, may I just make a quick manifestation?
Counsel for the respondent. Yes, you may, sir. Please
Your
proceed.
Honor, during pretrial, the parties got together and agreed that originals of the documents that were to be marked will be presented during trial. We agreed to expedite the proceedings. And now, what is happening is photocopies of documents that we want to peruse and see are being presented. So we object to this, Your Honor.
If I may, can I
The
reply? Sorry, I'm so sorry.
The
Your Honor, please.
manifestation of the counsel for respondent is duly noted.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Please proceed, counsel for the prosecution.
On page 3 of the affidavit of authentication of digital evidence, may makikita dyan yung isang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang John Mark Calilong. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yung tanong now is, whose signature is that, if you know?
This is my signature, sir.
Your Honor, at this juncture, Your Honor, please, despite the prosecution's understanding that a photocopy is now the original, is now considered as an original, but to address the concerns of the defense, Your Honor, please, I move that we be allowed to present the original of the documents that was confronted, that the witness was confronted with. Sorry, it's a certified true copy of the affidavit of authentication, Your Honor, please.
Counsel may proceed.
Okay, now, you mentioned, so I will go back. Now, Mr.
Without prejudice to the counsel for respondent viewing the same
Yes.
with respect to its certification.
Affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated January 30, 2025. Now, so that it's a certified true copy, correct? Now, we are confronting you now with a certified true copy of the same document. After perusing the same, you have to tell us what relation, if any, do the documents before you have with the documents, affidavit of authentication of digital evidence that you mentioned.
Your Honor,
Yes, counsel for respondent.
we'll finish perusing, Your Honor.
Pwede maupo.
91 na yun.
Let's confront them with the secret. Let's confront the secret. Let's confront them with the original part of this. Yeah.
Who is the one who 20 November 23? Sorry, not found.
No. Yeah, I will. That's it. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I know. Stephen, can I ask somebody else? Hey, can you help? Can you also help? Huh? Yeah.
Your Honor, for...
Yes, counsel for the respondent.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may proceed, sir. For your comments.
Sir, for Your Honor, for P-I, P-4-9H. Your Honor, there is a CD in the original. Oh. 9-4 ba yan? 9-4?
Careful.
9-4. Just look at the original.
Counsel, what are you referring to again? P dash? P dash 4 dash 9 what?
Ano siya?
Ito. Before that. Yeah.
P
Before
dash-
that. No, before that. Attorney, may natanggal lang yung ano nyo. Is this the same ano? Sequence. Sige, punta ka sa C muna. Hanapin mo yung C. C. Dito. Dito bro. Okay, next page.
Iyan.
Hindi. Okay, next page. Next page. Okay, next page. Okay, yes. Yeah, so spot the difference.
Your Honor, for P-4-9H, in the original, there's a marking, November 23. And in the photocopy, it is only a photocopy of the CD, Your Honor. So there's a difference.
Noted.
can reply to that, Your Honor, please.
Counsel, let's get all of his comments first.
The page after
Thank
is
you.
already a USB.
Your Honor, the page after in the original is a USB, which is Annex
E-1.
E-1
However,
with markings October 18, 2024 video CL PPS 182. However, in the photocopy, there is no such photocopy, the marked photocopy, there's no such thing.
so the order is no longer the same moving
The,
forward.
so the order is no longer the same moving forward, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's it.
Even in that very same one, which I assume is P-4-9K, does not have any date marking, Your Honor.
It's not the same
So
document, the conclusion.
It is not the same document. It's not faithful reproduction of anything, Your Honor.
The photocopy is not a faithful reproduction of the certified true copy. That's what you're stating.
Yes, Your Honor.
What does the counsel for the prosecution say?
Your Honor, counter manifestation that the documents that the defense are perusing have been identified by the very person who authenticated and who executed that exhibit. So, Your Honor, please, we move that the comments of the defense be noted, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor, that's irrelevant. What we're saying is that this is not the copy mark. It is not the same as the original, which he says it's the same thing which is identified. What he's saying is off tangent. What he identified earlier, which is the marked copy, which is the copy marked during pretrial, is not the same document as they are passing on as an original. Your Honor, this is the
Counsel
issue
for
here.
respondent, that is a proper subject matter too for your cross to point, if at all, the distinction and difference between the two copies, which counsel for the prosecution can use as a subject matter for his redirect.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Because you can confront the witness with respect to the certified true copy that is different from what he identified earlier, impugning,
Your
if at all, his credibility as a witness in this case.
Thank you so much, Your
So
Honor,
we
please.
note the comments and observations of the counsel for the respondent. I got lost. So it's being reviewed and has not yet been given to the witness, right?
Your Honor, may I just register our continuing objection?
So noted and so registered.
Thank you so much. Can we proceed?
Before we proceed, the presiding officer was not there during pretrial. As manifested by the counsel for respondent, was there indeed such an agreement that the originals will be presented during the trial
Yes, Your Honor.
by both parties? Can the counsel for the prosecutors also confirm that?
Your Honor, please, we do not confirm. I conferred with my team, the team who actually participated in the marking for Article 4. Your Honor, please. Be that as it may, Your Honor, please, we would like to put into record certain realities of the law. A photocopy is now considered as an original. 2019 amendments in the Rules and Evidence. Number 2, Your Honor, please. This is the person who authenticated the documents. So there's no other person who is competent to testify as to the veracity of those documents other than the witness.
Your Honor,
please.
that's only a
So you do not
conclusion, Your Honor.
confirm?
No,
You
Your
do
Honor,
not
please.
confirm such an agreement during pretrial?
We do not confirm that, Your Honor, please.
So, Chair would like to advise the parties. The court understands the exceptions to the original document rule and will so implement the rules in that regard. However, if it does not fall under the original document rule exceptions, then to save on the court's time, the party presenting the document should present the original during trial to omit what we are seeing now. Perhaps in the next time you present a witness, counsel
Yes,
for the
Your Honor, please.
prosecutors and counsel for respondents.
We will, Your Honor.
We appreciate that, Your Honor, please. We understand that would be for the next
For the next
presentation.
one. Please
Thank
proceed.
you so much. Are we done now? We move, Your Honor, please, that
Your
the...
Honor, may
sorry.
may I request that he not also address me directly?
So ordered, so instructed. Kindly address all of your queries and statements to the presiding officer and use the third person when referring to your fellow counsel for the other party.
Much obliged, Your Honor, please. We move, Your Honor, please, that the marking in the affidavit of authentication of digital evidence that was previously identified by the witness, a photocopy, the markings of the same be transposed, Your Honor, please, to the documents that this witness is being confronted with at present, Your Honor, please.
We object to this, Your Honor. This is precisely our earlier objection. They're marking a new document. That's why they're asking that it be marked again, which defeats the very purpose of our pretrial.
If I may
Counsel,
reply, Your Honor, please. Can I continue?
Kindly
I wasn't
allow the
done.
counsel for the prosecution to speak.
So the hearing will proceed, Your Honor, please. I will withdraw that motion. We will stand by the presentation, the photocopy allowed by the rules and identified by the witness who actually executed the affidavit. May proceed, Your Honor, please.
I hope that satisfies counsel for respondent. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Witness, on page 3, sa pahinang number 3 of the affidavit of authentication of digital evidence, may makikitang isang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Agent John Mark Calilong. Now, yung tanong, kaninong pirma ba ito kung alam mo?
Pirma ko po, sir.
Now, sa page 4 ng nasabing affidavit of authentication of digital evidence, may makikita din na isang pirma, okay, sa ibabaw ng pangalang Attorney Jeremy C. Lotok. Now, kaninong pirma ito kung alam mo?
Pirma po ni Attorney Lotok.
Now, how do you know that it is the signature of Attorney Lotok?
Nakita ko pong pinirmahan niya yung document. At may mga document po ko na nakita at enacted upon na bearing his signature, kaya familiar po ako.
Thank you so much. Your Honor, please, we proceed. Mr. Witness, now, what action did you perform, if any, after you authenticated the subject video in relation to the investigation you conducted on the statements of the Vice Presidents?
I first saved the video on my laptop and saved a copy of the video on a DVD and a flash drive.
Okay, now, you mentioned that you saved a copy in a flash drive. Mr. Witness, kung yung flash drive ipapakita sa iyo, will you be able to identify the same?
Objection,
Yes,
Your
sir.
Honor. We object.
What is the objection of the counsel for
The
respondent?
document identified by the by the witness was the photocopy, and the appended there's no flash drive, CD, or anything appended upon that. So there's nothing, no foundation for this question.
I have to reply to that, Your Honor, please. This is
Kindly
a non-
reply, counsel for the prosecution.
This is a non-issue. I asked the witness, what did he do after saving the video? And he said he saved it in a flash drive without referring to any document attached to the affidavit of authentication. Basis is laid, Your Honor, please. This is a non-issue. We may proceed, Your Honor, please.
Your
Besides,
Honor,
counsel,
may I
counsel
respond?
for the respondent. This is not a surprise. This was flash drives. Several flash drives were pre-marked during the pre-trial.
Your Honor, may I reply first before?
I believe 7 on the part of the prosecution and several on the part of the respondent too. But you may proceed, sir.
Your Honor, that is not my objection. My objection is the very basis upon which the witness introduced this flash drive was the affidavit. The affidavit. And there was no affidavit upon the, there was no attachment upon the affidavit which they introduced. So the very questions that he has do not have any foundation.
No. Can I
Counsel for the prosecution,
Your Honor,
before the court,
please.
the presiding officer makes a ruling.
Ako yung magiging parang sirang ano. I just said that this witness said that he saved a copy of that video in a flash drive. So the logical question now is to ask him if this flash drive is presented to him, is he able to explain and or identify the same? I don't see any proper basis for the objection to that, Your Honor, please.
Presiding officer will make a ruling. Objection is overruled. The prosecution, counsel for prosecution is trying to comply with the requirements enunciated by the Supreme Court insofar as such pieces of evidence is concerned. Number 1, establishing its origin. Number 2, to trace the chain of custody insofar as the transfer to a storage device is concerned, and finally, how it reached this court. So the objection is overruled.
Thank you so
Witness may
much,
answer.
Your Honor, please. Now, Mr. Witness, Attorney Pagalion, please confront the witness with the flash drive. Mr. Witness, I'm now showing a flash drive that is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-10A, containing the subject video that is previously marked as Exhibit P-4-10 for the prosecution. Question: what relation, if any, does this flash drive have with the one you mentioned?
P-1, no? May I know if this was appended upon any
Counsel
document?
for respondent is recognized.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, may I know if this was appended upon any document?
Your Honor, please.
Counsel for the prosecution will please reply.
Your Honor, please.
The answer is no, I presume.
No.
The basis, if at all, counsel for the respondent is the testimony of the witness. When asked, again, to establish not only the origin, but also how he transferred it to a storage device, and if at all, how it reached this court. So, chair replies, and if that is an objection, overrules the same. Witness may answer.
Permission to unseal the flash drive.
You may do so, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the witness manifestation is now in the process of unsealing the object evidence.
Witness will please answer.
This is the flash drive where I saved the recording, sir.
Now, Your Honor, please, at this juncture, we are about to confront the witness with the video contained in the flash drive.
Your Honor.
And,
Kindly let the counsel for the prosecution finish.
Yes, Your Honor.
thank you so much. And in the interest of time, Your Honor, please, we move that we allow Attorney Magallon to transport himself to the technical booth to facilitate, Your Honor, please, the playing of the video when the time comes.
Counsel for respondent.
Your Honor, may we know how long the video is?
We will arrive to that, Your Honor, please.
No, I'm also curious. How long
All right,
is
now.
this for us to know? How long is this particular video? Namely, Exhibit P, Roman numeral number 4, 10A.
Your
How
Honor,
many
please.
minutes or seconds would this be?
Exactly, the video is 2 hours and 26 minutes and 10 seconds. But wait, Your Honor, please. We will aid the court in this regard. We will not be showing the entire 2-hour video, Your Honor, please. We will be presenting the relevant portions of the video, Your Honor, please, sanctioned by the rules and subject to the defense doing whatever they want with the remainder of the video, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor,
So, what will you play exactly, counsel?
Your
How
Honor,
many
please.
minutes or seconds?
We counted, it's 2 minutes and exactly 18 seconds, Your Honor, please. 2 minutes and 18 seconds of a 2-hour, 26-minute and 10-second video, Your Honor, please.
Your
What does
Honor,
counsel for respondent say?
we object. Based on, Your Honor, based on the rules, part of a video documentary must be presented, Your Honor.
Come again?
I'm sorry, counsel?
Yeah.
Hold on, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, counsel? I did not get what you
Hold
said.
on, Your Honor. Your Honor, under Rule 132, when part of a transaction, writing, or record given in evidence, the remainder must be shown. When part of an act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record is given in evidence by one party, the whole of the same subject may be inquired into. And when a detached act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record is given in evidence, any other act, declaration, conversation, or record necessary to its understanding must be given into evidence. Your Honor, we request that the entire video be played.
Your Honor, can I respond to that, Your Honor, please? Can I respond to that?
What does the counsel for the prosecution say before the chair makes a ruling?
Your Honor, please, we don't want to put the defense on the spot, but that is a misreading of the rules. Your Honor, please, counsel cited Rule 132, Section 17. With all respect to the defense, that doesn't serve your interest. It serves the interest of the prosecution. May I explain? Reason. If we read Section 17 of Rule 132, it says, when part of transaction, writing or record given in evidence, the remainder is admissible. When parts of an act, declaration, conversation, writing or record, when part is given by one party, and in this case, that is the prosecution, the whole of the same may be inquired into by the other side. Meaning, it's simple. This rule, Section 17, Rule 132, allows exactly the prosecution to present a 2-minute portion of a 2-hour video subject to the defense, the presentation of the remainder of the same. Be that as it may, Your Honor, please, the rules are clear. Number 2, we invoke, Your Honor, please, the ruling that it is for the prosecution to decide what to present, when to present, how to present, and whether to present at all. Be that as it may, Your Honor, please, the defense will not be prejudiced exactly because when the time comes for the defense to present their evidence, they can present the remainder of that 2-hour video. What we are saying, Your Honor, please, for the interest of time, for the prosecution's presentation of evidence, we deem that's only a 2-minute portion of that 2-hour video is relevant at this point in time, Your Honor, please. We move for a ruling.
Your Honor, if I may respond.
As a last response,
Your Honor,
counsel for the respondent.
The prosecution cannot be allowed to present a truncated part of a whole 2-hour, 26-minute video. That will not provide the context necessary for the understanding of what occurred during that night on November 23, and also not allow the proper identification by this witness.
Your Honor, sorry, I will not even reply to that, Your Honor, please.
Chair would like to ask, who did the edit? From the, how many hours? 2 hours?
No. Your Honor, please, if I may, can I
From the
reply to that?
total, who did the edit? Was the witness the one who did the edit, or was it already the prosecution?
Your Honor, there's no editing done. There's no editing done.
Who got that shorter portion?
No, Your Honor, please. What you are presenting are portions of the entire 2-hour video. And this witness, I think, will be able to identify the specific timestamps of that preserved, not edited portion. If I may repeat, Your Honor, please, we are not presenting any edited portions, but only snippets, portions of that 2-hour video. And this witness, I suppose, will be able to identify which specific portions that he would like the court to view at this point.
So when it is shown, the witness will testify and attest to the portion of the entire video that it was found insofar as the timestamp is concerned.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
But as evidence at the proper time, you will be offering this entire
Yes.
2-hour or so video.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
And simply highlighting
Yes.
the 2 or so minutes. Would that be correct?
That is a very keen observation. Agree 100%, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor, the prosecution cannot be allowed to do this because the entire video will show the context on which the utterances were made.
That is a matter for the counsel for respondent to do and present during their time, because I believe the counsel for respondent also identified and marked, if I'm not mistaken, the same video for over 2.5 hours. It can do so during its time to present its evidence in chief. The objection is overruled. Counsel is instructed to go to the booth accompanied by a counsel from the respondent in order to make sure that indeed the USB identified by the witness is the same USB that will be played in the tech booth of the Senate.
Okay. While they're doing that, may I propound the next question, Your Honor, please?
Yes, counsel, you may proceed.
Mr. Witness, John Mark, listen. Now, you mentioned kanina that you authenticated the subject video by recording the same through sinasabi mong open broadcaster software OBS, and then you compared the contents of the recording and the subject video. That's one. And you also said that you investigated certain statements made by the Vice Presidents on November 23, 2024. Yung tanong, no? What particular statements of the Vice President did the NBI deem proper to investigate?
The statement of the Vice President where she uttered that she already talked to someone to kill the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker of the House if something's happened to her.
Okay, now, the next question now, Mr. Witness, is in what particular portion of the subject video, in what particular portion of the subject video did the respondent utter that she already contracted a person to kill?
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, wait.
Allow the counsel to finish his
I'm not
question.
yet done. Relax. To kill the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker of the House.
Objection, Your Honor.
What?
What is the objection of counsel for respondent?
Your Honor, no basis for the question, Your Honor.
Wow.
Overruled. Witness may answer.
May I refer, sir, to my notes to identify the specific timestamp, sir?
Okay,
The
so
witness may do so if it is available to him. You may refer to your notes. While he's doing that, while the witness
Honor,
is
may
doing that, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Your Honor, may I question what notes he is referring to?
Counsel for respondent,
Apologies,
the
Your Honor.
presiding officer recognized Senator Judge Alan Cayetano. You may proceed, sir.
Just some thoughts, presiding officer. This is not yet an appeal from your ruling and maybe a question to the counsel of the defense. Just to refresh our memory, Rule 132, Section 17, when part of a transaction, writing, or record given in evidence, the remainder admissible. When part of our act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record is given in evidence by one party, the whole of the same subject may be inquired into by the other. And when a detached act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record is given in evidence, any act, declaration, conversation, writing, or record necessary to its understanding may also be given in evidence. So I'm not appealing yet. I see the logic of the ruling of the presiding officer. Ito lang po ang tanong ko, is the defense going to ask later on for the showing of the whole video? Because if they are, why don't we just watch the whole of it? Because we're going to have to assess the context, if it was really a threat, what did she say before or after? And I don't really want to go home today believing one thing based on a 2-minute clip and then come back next week to watch the 2-hour clip. I think most of us saw parts of the clip. Of course, I don't also feel like watching the 2-hour, I don't even watch 2.5-hour movies, much less this. But I'm just putting this at the feet of the presiding officer and my colleagues na kung gagawin din naman natin eventually yung 2.5 hours, mas gusto ba natin putulin muna ngayon at may iniisip tayo and then later on the 2 hours? Or can the two parties agree of the 2.5 hours, which one yung may context? So I'm not criticizing the prosecution's motion. I see what you mean. May I ask that one question to the defense, if they're going to ask, presiding officer?
For the presiding officer, we cannot dictate nor predict what either counsel for the prosecution or respondent will do during the presentation of their evidence in chief. Even if they say yes to us now,
Yes.
actually they have every right to change their mind and
Yes, I agree, Your Honor,
not
but
do so anymore.
But if they do answer now that they want it shown, may we consider, I mean, if I'm the only one who wants to see it as a whole, then I will submit to everyone else. But if everyone else is saying we will eventually watch the whole of it, we might as well get it over and see the context of the whole the whole video unless the two parties can agree that they only want to look at 30 minutes or 1 hour. I don't know what context they're talking about. I'm just trying to expedite,
Both
presiding
parties,
officer.
both parties, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano, marked the same video,
Yes, may I ask
which is over 2 hours.
may,
Now
may I
it is-
just ask the defense, do they plan to ask us to watch the whole?
Counsel for Defense will please reply to the question of
Yes, Your-
Senator Judge Cayetano.
First, Your Honor, precisely why we're asking to watch the video is because we don't know what the contents of that video is. We don't know if it's any different or the same with our video. And to answer the question of the Honorable Senator, yes, we will be asking the entire 2-hour, 26-minute video to be presented and watched later on during our cross.
So on that point, Mr. President and presiding officer, hindi naman nakalagay sa section 17 when. And usually, at least for myself, if I have to watch 30 minutes and then may emphasize na 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 1 minute, pinapanood muna yung buo and then saka papanoorin yung maikli na ine-emphasize para walang prejudgment. Kasi pag nauna yung portions na maliliit and then saka mo lang sasabihin later on, eto pala context nito. Medyo umiiba. But again, no, I'm only one of the 24, so I leave it to my colleagues. If we're going to have to watch it anyway, may I ask the presiding officer what the pleasure is? But since the rule doesn't say, personally, I'd rather watch the whole thing and get it over with, then allow the prosecution to pick out the portions that quickly say, that goes into the center of the controversy or what they want to prove.
Without disagreeing with Senator Judge Cayetano, for the presiding officer, it's just that I don't think the court should impose or dictate upon either party how they will present their evidence in chief. Although it would save the court some time if they, but we can also waste a lot of time arguing about this instead of watching the 2-minute video.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I'm not saying we dictate because there was an objection, you ruled. You can change your ruling or we can appeal. But I'm saying I'm just one. So if everyone agrees na portion muna, I will submit to that. But if everyone else thinks na panoorin na yung buo, then baka I can appeal your ruling without voting. So I'm just bringing up this issue for expediency, but I leave it up to what everyone else thinks about it.
You know, Your Honor, if I may, we also move for the reconsideration of the earlier ruling of the Honorable Court.
Counsel cannot move for reconsideration of the ruling of the chair. Only a senator judge
Your Honor,
can do
may
so,
we
counsel.
manifest that we would intend to present the whole during cross-examination, Your Honor.
Presiding officer declares a brief recess.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. So, can I go?